There we go. And we're back. Yeah, today we're gonna do the stream a little bit early to essentially get ready for the. Oh yeah, I need to write up all that stuff to do part 2 of the scary story stream. Huh. Oh, I'm shocked. Yeah, sometimes like the audio does seem like it's kind of like doubling a little bit, but I think it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, today we'll do the scary story part 2. It'll be in Okinawa again. Yeah, since we're still doing the Okinawa set, that's why for the set piece of uh the scary story thing, I didn't change it because I'm like, oh, it's still in the same area. Maybe when I do the next part, I might change it a little bit. I have to make sure this one. I have to make sure my compadres are moving around. He put the little scar on me. Hopefully we kill him before he does anything good. He tagged me with a little scar thing. I think that's what, like, pretty much like, yeah, when I do my little mechanic, I'm going to kill you. Yeah, the reason why I haven't really, like, bothered to get, like, all 260 gear is just, or gold 260 gear is, I'm like, hey, you know what? Generally, every time I go that hard, like, it's going to be the new stuff anyway. So I think they're going to, hopefully, they change a lot of stuff. Gear progression and all that stuff, and the first anniversary. So I was like, don't have to worry too much about it. We're still like a month away. It's still going to be a little while for that one. On the other hand, I could have swore, like, I know I wrote it in Google somewhere, where I was like, I wonder if the last story for Final Fantasy 14 is already out. So I just, like, from now just start catching up. So yeah, after I do the other stream, I'll probably take a look to make sure. Because that's all I was waiting for, like, all the story to be out so that I could just catch up in one go. And as I do that, I'll work on the was it the crafting and gathering. You know what? I kind of wish they had like a metrics on like how many people are actually playing Blue Protocol on like their cell phone compared to like PC and console. I don't think it's on console, is it? I think it's just PC. Because if it was on console, they would have like a, you know, the setup of the controller, which they don't have. So honestly, if they did like, no, okay, randomly now this, oh, we're gonna start doing the controller setting, I think I'll be pretty screwed because I'm like, man, like I did not know I'll have to relearn all the buttons. Which, I mean, this game doesn't have too many. And right recently, I've just been doing a lot of like full auto. Swap. That's in order for me to yap. I just put everything in full auto for now. Like, it's a good game to like get people into it. I think right now is like a lull in the player count. Once the our first anniversary comes around, I think that's when like a lot of people come back and say, "Oh, did they fix a lot of the stuff?" And that's, I mean, that's their time to shine. Like they actually fix a lot of the things where, like, you know, people are kind of like, yeah, I want to be able to do like the side, like for me, I want to be able to do side quests not side quests, but side little like event missions, and for there to be people there instead of like, oh, the event came out. If you didn't play in the first 3 days and you didn't like get all the currency of the event, like no, you ain't gonna be able to do that event. Like I remember the first time we played that the prop and seek, then there was like 30 players. Then like as I was started playing, it's like 7 players, 5 players, 4 players. I'm like, oh man, this sucks. Okay, at least I got rid of the mage. I remember before my character's so weak that me just going after the mage, like for doing these ones, right? I will 100% die at least once. Now look, I have a feeling the first next big patch where it comes out with the first anniversary is gonna be like that again, or like I'm gonna do the commissions and be just getting marked in the commissions. Oh no, that's the courier one. Oh, this is the once again. This golem one. I like to do my Rock'em Sock'em robot that one better than this one. The tower defense, which is technically what like the original Arknights was like tower defense kind of gaming. But I just never got into that one. I did like the art and the world of it. So when the anime came out, I was watching that because I was like, okay, I like kind of like the grim dark nature of the world. But then like I'm playing Enfield because I just like I think the gameplay is very easy. It's not like your little say not minions, but your teammates actually follow you around, kind of in the same vein as Kingdom Hearts. Because I think I was talking with Bam about it, where he's like, "Oh, I don't like those games where like you have multiple characters with you, but you know they're not there until you change into them." It's like, "Oh no, you don't have to worry about that in this one." Okay. I wish I'd put this one a little bit over here, but my aim was bad, so it turned out though those ones were like really close to each other. I want to spread them out a little bit more. I'll spread them out a little bit more. Oh, well, that was fast. Okay, I think we're good now. We're pretty safe. I think. Yeah, I know it was a. I still tried to like grab all those orbs and put them in the front line because if they don't, the ones in the back line might disappear. So at least I'll just like kind of push them or put them more in the front as I can. Because sometimes the little things are a little like really, as you saw, it's really fast and they can get past you if you don't do the initial one hit. They kind of slow them down. Yeah, As you can see, like that's the only one where I'm like, okay, I have to actually kind of focus a little bit, so I become a little bit quieter on that. Just a tad. This one's not bad as long as it doesn't have those lags, like it was laggy like it was yesterday, which is funny. It was laggy, but I didn't actually run into anything and mess up, so I was like, oh. Oh, it's the exact same stage too. That's funny. Okay. On another news that I saw, where I mean people should be happy, was I think the new was it Baldur's Gate? No, not Baldur's Gate. Oh my God, what is the name of that game? Uh, Not Divinity. Hold on, once I get to the after this, I'll look at it up real quick. Okay, hold on. What the name was it? Okay, I'm trying to do this with one hand. Yeah, a little difficult. Fabled. Okay, there. But yeah, for Fabled, right? The character model. There's like they showed off like a few new faces, and they're gonna do more like actual combat stuff in Gamescom, which is like in the next like 4 or 5 days or something. But the thing is, I think that people should be happy because the people who are mad, like, oh, the characters look ugly. Now they showed like for the male and female character, there's quite a few different faces you could pick from for your character creation. So at least you can't be like, oh yeah, this character's. I'm like, there's a lot of them, and I'm pretty sure they made kind of. No, they made a few of them like, okay, we'll make it like attractive enough for them or something like that. So I think that will probably alleviate some of the people's gripes about the game, which I don't think was real gripes anyway. I think just people who never actually like saw real humans, I guess. Like you can kind of tell like when someone's like sees some things like, oh yeah, that's a unrealistic body type, right? And not in the skinny sense. I mean like in the bigger sense. Then he's like, have you not seen people? Like, just go outside and look at people. So I thought that was pretty funny. Where sometimes people are just like, they they're mad that it's not realistic. But if it's too realistic, they're mad too. So it's like, what the hell do you guys want? Kind of the same thing with like Final Fantasy, like, oh, and Destiny as well. These are the things that we want in the game. The developers put it in. We hate those things. And you're just like, so what you're saying is you don't want anything. You just want the game to fail. It's like, yeah. And there's a lot of weird people who do that. Like even if you go to like any forum, I'm pretty sure everyone's done it. Where like you have a lot of people who like the game. We have so many. It's not even like constructive criticism. It's like they just hate this game, right? Or like whatever game that you went to a forum specifically for a game or like a movie or something, right? Or even a book. And then there's like a certain group of people in there that absolutely despise the thing that like you went to the forum to look at, right? So you're like, why the hell are you here? It's like, oh, I just. Then some of them will be what was it? Not honest about why they're there. They're like, oh no, I'm doing constructive criticism. Like, no, you're not. You just want to complain online. Like for me, like the criticism I have of certain games, right? It's because I like the game and I want the game to do good. For example, this game, right? There's a lot of criticism I have about this one. But at the same time, I want the game to do good. Because I personally did not play any game that I absolutely dislike. Hence, I play this game because I like this game. But yeah, like there's people like sometimes like, I did go on the like Blue Protocol forum and like, oh, I wonder what they're talking about, and like there was so much hate stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be off. Like that is to me is too silly. It's like, if you absolutely hate the game, go play a different one. And then those kind of people are like, oh yeah, then you could tell everyone to leave the game. They're not going to, because not everyone hates the game like specifically that one person does, right? Because like that's a type of psychosis where like you like you hate the game so much that's all you think and want to talk about. And there's a lot of people who have it. I mean, I'm pretty sure anyone who's been online for like 5 seconds, they've seen it. Where like you go to a game, was it review thing, and there's like people, I hate this game. I'm like, okay, okay. I'm looking at the review, so I'm like, okay, I see people review like they don't like the game. You go to the forum, it's like the same people like, I hate this. I hate it. It's like, why are you here? I need people to know. It's constructive criticism. No, it's not. Like, go get friends. I mean, it's also the same thing. The reason why I think the genre called friend slop is a thing is, I think honestly, is just because the people who go call it, oh yeah, friend slop, or whoever coined it, I'm pretty sure they just don't have friends, so they just kind of are a little annoyed that they're like, indie games are making games cater to people with friends, or like kind of like party games, and they're a little jealous of that. Because I was like, why would you call something that like you play like, but then it's also the same goofy ass people like, now they want to call everything slop. It's almost like I think they did the same thing, which is weird, right? It always kind of like certain trends, it cycles through. There was a time where like everything was like otaku or like it was another word. It's not just otaku. It was like another word they used a lot, and it's pretty much like anything they dislike, it's that thing. And you're just like, but since you're talking about, don't you like that too? It's like, yeah, it's like this otaku is like, okay. Then if you have any hobbies, it's like you're something otaku. It's like, so what kind of hobbies do you want them to have? Like, yeah, they should just like, go out and drink and stuff. But you no, but only certain things, because if you drink anything like no, like high end or something, like, oh, you're like a alcohol otaku. I'm like, well, that's fucking wild. That's how goofy like that whole thing is, and it looks like it went full circle. But now we're right back to us like, oh, friend slop, shonen slop. What else? It's like they use slop for some other like random things. I'm like, what in the hell? But yeah, it's like everything is slop to like certain people who like, it's like, yeah, I just like that. It's like, oh, friendship slop. Card game slop. You're like, so you don't like card games? Just stop playing them, I guess. But yeah, to me, I think it's just very bizarre. The fact that like now we went full circle back to that point again. I'm like, oh man, like for anyone who's a little older, like we've seen it before, like, huh. So now we're back to this again. I'm like, then in a few years it'll be like it'll kind of go away and everyone will kind of calm the fuck down a little bit. Then like another like 10 years it'll come back, which is weird. Like it's like humanity never really learns. Is like we do something dumb and something annoying. Then when it becomes normalized, as like, everyone's kind of like no okay with it. Then we start doing some annoying stuff to the next thing, and depending on how bad things get, they go back to the first thing that they were being annoying about, and then do the same thing again. And it's like, man, humanity never learned. That's why I don't like people who are like, yeah, that's why we need AI to like kind of like elevate humanity. I'm like, no, I'm in the opposite camp where I'm like, dude, I don't want AI to get too smart to be like, because if it's AI, right, it's gonna learn like, hey, man, humans are kind of dumb. And just like any kind of sci-fi movie, they're gonna be like, oh, humans are the problem. Let's just get rid of them. 'Cause I think that's the normal conclusion to like if you anyone who's like semi-intelligent, like if he's like, oh yeah, like if you look at humanity, do you think they're like no a boon to the world or no or not? And they're like, no, they're not. Like most people, because unlike other animals, right? Like we like to go to our different environment, change it to how we see fit, and then destroy it. So I think all those like old like no eco-friendly movies kind of like hinted at that, or even like no what you call it, Captain Planet, right? Where it's like kind of like the true enemy to like the world is like kind of humans. Humans could fix a lot of things, but man, don't humans like to destroy? So yeah, that's why I personally think that like yeah I hope was a people kind of like, oh actually I'll go here. I hope kind of people just like figure out like you know what like using AR. No, another bad thing is like people are just like now like okay, this is going to sound wild, it's going to sound crazy, but just like hear me out on this one. There's some people that like like when you're thinking to yourself, right, you have like inner thoughts, right? Like you're not constantly saying exactly what you're thinking, because you're a functioning adult in society, or even a functioning a person in society, right? Because some people may be younger just watching this, but there's people who don't understand, like they don't think that like, or they don't get that they have an inner voice or inner thoughts, or like some people who they don't understand dreams. Like, oh yeah, I had a dream about this, right? What is that? I was like, what? Or am I explaining the concept of dreams to you? Or like I know there's some people who don't have dreams, right? Which is it's fine. But there's some people who don't understand, like, oh yeah, like, when you think to yourself, they don't get that part. To me, that's kind of wild. And some people are like, yeah, I have Chat GPT in my head, and I'm like, oh no. Yeah, so this person was talking about like, or there's like I don't want to say a little excerpt where like this person's like, or excerpt, but person was talking about like how when they had a thought, instead of going, because they're too lazy to go to ChatGPT or the computer to write in ChatGPT, they pretty much thought about that like they're used writing or typing ChatGPT in their head, and he's like, oh yeah, in my head it said this, then I did it and it worked. So I was like, wow. You're just like, oh, humanity is cooked. Not only that, but like there's like another article or like a video thing where they they do this every once in a while. They ask people like, hey, what are the three parts of government, or the branches of government, and stuff like that, right? Like no stuff that you learn in civics, like government things, government 101. But yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Like, who's your vice president? Like, I don't know. And they'll like say like I don't know, George Washington. They're like, oh no. And not only that, but I think there's also like other countries are like starting to take classes or make classes for elementary through high school, I believe. And where they have like a class where like everyone's like a mandatory, you have to take it from like elementary all the way to like high school is empathy class. They teach you like empathy, which I'm like, ain't that a sad state of affairs where we had to teach like grown ass adults, or I mean children, then later on they're gonna become adults, what empathy is. But I was like, you know what? Even though I think it's sad, I do agree with the different countries that are implementing this, because I'm like, even though I think it's goofy, I also think that it's very much needed. Because I think there's some people that don't understand empathy. Like if you, you know what? I don't want you guys to get too depressed, so I won't tell you guys to watch news, the U.S. news right now, right? Because like there's certain things that are not covered by the usual news outlets, right? Certain places cover certain journalists, which is like, that's like real journalists, like they're going to probably be like very sought after afterwards after all the craziness. But like there's people who are like They're like, oh yeah, because of like, these dogs have these kind of problems, right? We should just go and mass like, essentially get a pit and just mass kill dogs and cats. It's like, and you look at them like, are you fucking evil? Like, you you feel nothing about just getting like a pit and throwing animals in there and burning them alive? They're like, I mean, yeah, I mean, like we got to do that. It's like, I was like, oh Lord, yeah, we definitely need like an empathy class because these people have none of it. And I honestly, I think all billionaires have no empathy. If you had empathy, you wouldn't be a billionaire. I mean, I think you could probably be like a millionaire still, right? You can have some empathy, right? But you got to be a little bit of a scumbag, right? Or just was born into money. But yeah, I think if you are a billionaire, you don't have empathy, or you're very good at hiding it. Like not really hiding it, but like you're able to hide the fact that you don't have any empathy. Because like if you get like for example, right, I think I even brought this up before. Ooh, I should follow this. What was it? A million seconds is like 11 days. A billion is like 33 years. A trillion is 3,400 something years or something like that. So like that's the difference between like a million, billion, and trillion, right? And I think people aren't mad enough about that. Where someone could have that kind of money, like a billion, right? If you had $1 billion, right, of course you're gonna do evil stuff because like laws don't apply to you, right? Laws only apply to the poor. Like why? If you have if you're a billionaire, right? Like a multi-billionaire, of course you're gonna do corrupt shit because like you're not like normal. Like laws don't apply to you, so it's like as much as we think like no, oh like laws are stupid and all that, right? It's and like punishments and stuff like that, right? It's what stops people from doing a lot of crazy shit. This became a kind of a deep topic, I guess. I don't think it's really deep. I think it's just like very obvious, and it's just now that like I think there's certain people who because it's a new event thing that I didn't see before, but yeah, it's something that's very obvious that a lot of things some people just don't understand. Or like yeah, if you don't have consequences, right? People just do a bunch of crazy shit. Like you'll be surprised how crazy people get when like they think, oh yeah, I'm not getting in trouble. I mean, just for example, right? Something or kids, small, really small children generally don't have any fucking empathy, right? Like they are kind of like psychotic a little bit, like a little sociopaths, right? Type of kid was like, some kids would just go to a butterfly and rip his wings off and be like, oh, I'm curious, and just do that, right? Little, and as they get older, right? I'm not really sure, like, since I don't deal with child psychology, because I'm like that's difficult. But like, eventually you learn empathy and stuff like that, right? Then you're like, oh, this is kind of evil, like, or this is kind of crazy. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But yeah, I think we do need to teach people that. I am a proponent of it because holy hell, there is some like people really need to learn empathy, and especially poor people. I'm like, if you're fucking poor, like laws actually affect you. Like, what do you mean? No, I gotta do this. Okay. Oh no. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to do this as well. There. Okay. Now that I did that. We'll do a little camera shot, real quick. Shoot, we'll do it. And from here, we'll actually run back to the main town. So yeah, that was my rant about empathy, real quick. we need empathy, and people need to learn empathy. If not, we're going to have a bunch of billionaires, and we're going to become even more of a dystopia. By end up like cyberpunk, like how that world is, especially with this whole AI stuff, which is like awful. Like every time I think about like AI, oh no, and like you use AI for this, right? I'm like, oh, like I think of like stupid things. Where like, oh yeah, use AI to make like this one cool like character do something funny, do a backflip, oh funny. And other people are like they're using like, oh yeah, I want to use this to scam people. Oh my god, damn it! Like that's why we can't have nice things. People just use AI for evil things. I don't even want to say some of the evil things that I didn't even think about until someone told me, oh yeah, this is why different AI companies are getting busted. I'm like, oh. Yeah. And with that, guys, this will be the early episode of the Blue Protocol stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe because we'll be doing the 30 minutes or so. We'll do the scary story stream. With that, guys, hope you guys have a good one and you take care. Peace.